I just did a whole opener and record was not happening. Or it was happening and I hit stop instead of, hold on, let me see. Yeah, did the whole opening, forgot to hit record. There wasn't much to say. Basically, I'm not feeling well, and this is my second day of having the DVD, and I need to go ahead and get it watched so I can get it in the mail. So we're going to go ahead and watch it. Starting to get a migraine. I don't know if it'll turn into a full-fledged one or not, and I'm just super tired. I've been hurting. I've been doing painting, as you can tell from the shirt, and it was hurting bad enough last night that I was having problems walking. So, yeah, not feeling well. As far as the show, I've heard one person refer to it as Hot D, and that's Sean Tank Top, and I'm sure there's lots of innuendo with that with him. But he is showing Game of Thrones to his friend who is a big fan of Hot D, but has not seen Game of Thrones. So I don't know if other people call it that or not, but it is a good acronym for it. I talked about the king has died. Rhaenyra is supposed to become queen because she's the heir apparent, but we don't know if everyone will accept her, even though most of them know that she was deemed to be queen when he died. We don't know how much Alicent is going to fight it because of Aegon and her other boys. Everybody's been fighting, and they had that big feast where all he said that he wanted was for everybody to get along, and so they finally kind of got along, but only for a short period of time. So I don't know if we're going to skip a bunch of years or not. I'm not excited necessarily to get into this episode, just because the other ones I haven't had a connection with. I was talking with someone and they explained to me that House of Dragon is more of House of the Dragon is more of a historical reference than it is a story told from the point of view of the characters. And that might be why I'm struggling with it. Maybe. If you guys have a different theory, let me know. But we're going to go ahead and get into this episode, see what happens, and go from there. So let's get to it. So, episode 9 is called The Green Council. And Alicent I thought she was wearing blackish, but it was kind of a very dark green, wasn't it? And she was kind of queening for the king while he was unable to be present. So we'll have to see what happens because at the time that right before he died, he came in and settled the fact that she is to be queen, that or no, they were fighting over who should be over the other island. I can't remember now. But at any rate, she was kind of dictating here and there. And in that thumbnail, they had her in that same outfit, except hair down instead of hair up. Not quite as matronly. I hear birds chirping. Is this immediately after the dinner?
With his own eyes. Okay.
No, she is genuinely upset. I'm assuming they're telling her about the king.
Stay here. Tell no one. Help me dress.
So she let her father know.
Who knows?
He told me he wished for Aegon to be king.
Lion. I can't remember exactly, but
it is the truth.
He was being kind of vaguish about things, and it was almost like he was talking to somebody that wasn't there. So I think she's might not be lying, but I think she's misinterpreting whatever it was.
But he has left us a gift.
They are awfully quiet.
With his last breath, he impressed upon the Queen his final wish.
The treasury is well in hand. The gold will be divided for safekeeping.
I think she just
If
figured
wages
out
be
her
sent
dad's
to
been
our
working
allies,
at this a
we'll be running
long
high ground.
Am
time.
I to understand that members of the small council have been planning secretly to install my son without me?
And I will not believe that he said this on his deathbed, alone with only the boy's mother as a witness. This is seizure.
Which
This is theft.
she was
It is treason.
expecting that
At the least,
reaction.
It is your tongue. I care not. I will have no
Sit
part.
down!
Oh, he's dead. Was that Christian?
Let us have Lord Beesbury removed.
No. The door remains shut until we finish our business.
Just a reminder of the threat, huh?
You plan to kill them. And all here accede to this.
Your father is correct, Your Grace. A living challenge.
I'm glad she has issue with all of this.
It is unsavory, yes. But a sacrifice we must
He
make to secure
seems
Aegon's
to have some
succession,
issue
and
with
then
it.
there is Daemon to consider.
He does seem perplexed.
I have no place here.
So he's saying, I'm not going to be a part of this. And who knows if he'll still be Lord of the
It is our fate, I think, to crave always what is given to another.
Lord Command if
One possesses
Aegon's made king.
the other will take it away.
He's not in his rooms.
She knows something. Are those Aegon's
What's
wife and children? How much time has passed? Because that's the one from the dinner table, right?
None can know who you are or what you seek, including the Queen.
More secrecy. Secrecy never pays off. Everybody's on house arrest?
Aegon must be found and he must be brought to me. The very fate of the Seven Kingdoms depends on it.
So we got
You feel for me as your queen.
I will not fail you.
got two different guards
Come
going
with you.
after the same kid.
That would not be my desire.
So it's a matter of who finds them first.
If anything has happened,
Does Christian seem to fall in love with whoever he is guarding?
Silk on my 13th name day.
So they're searching all the brothels?
Less discriminating.
Meaning what?
I wish you luck, good sir. And my best to your friend.
She's like, if you can't figure that out.
How you've grown.
That must be the woman he lost his virginity to.
Viserys amended his wishes. You must now pledge them to the future king.
Not everybody's kneeling. It's either declare it or die. He's gonna kill him as an example. Yeah, chicken shit. So he's seeing what's happening. Is he going to do anything? I can't remember who he is. Are he and his brother twins? Got fights to the death. Having children fight to the death.
How?
That's his child.
One of many, I'd wager.
So that's the chicken shit that just kneeled. He's looking nervous.
Should they come looking for me, I intend to be found.
He says, I ain't stupid. They're gonna kill him before he gets out the door? This is a long exit.
Let the King's justice take him.
Oh, this the guy with the
You did
cane.
well, Orla.
She's got such mixed feelings, doesn't she? She does care for him, but she didn't want to be with him to begin with. She wants her son to be king, but she doesn't want to betray Rhaenyra.
Aegon will be king.
So she's going
I
to push
came here
it,
to ask your support.
even
I
though
must credit you for your boldness. House Velaryon has long allied itself with the Princess Rhaenyra, and what has it...
You know, I talked about her having mixed feelings and stuff, and she acted all upset and betrayed at the fact that the council had been planning for Aegon to take over anyhow. And she wants Aegon to be found before anybody else finds him and brought to her. So it's almost like she's trying to honor Rhaenyra to a certain extent. But then just now, no bars. She's no restraint at all. She's naming her intentions. And as Aegon's mother, well, how old's Aegon now? He's old enough to be his own man, right? That was his wife, because he was betrothed to one of the girls at the dinner table. I forget who. But they acted like, well, I don't know. This is why I'm not liking the show. There's stuff that happens off screen, and I can't keep straight everything that's happening. At the dinner table, they talked about him and the one with the eye patch marrying the two girls. It seemed like Aegon died that night or the next day. It didn't seem like it was months or years off. It would have to be years if those twins were his twins. So, I don't know. I can't keep things straight.
Leaving the Lady of Driftmark to chart her course alone.
Driftmark is what they were battling over.
Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
Oh. Throw another wrench in the fire.
My prince.
What were they looking at?
You yourself are the mysterious white worm, I take it. I look into it. You have my word.
She wants a guarantee.
I will remember.
Why, does he want to have her killed now? She is blackmailing him. Although it's not much of a blackmail. He doesn't have to follow through as soon as she hands over the prince.
Listen.
This is the area where Rhaenyra was praying with Alicent when they were young, right? He's kind of useless, isn't he?
Flee what all the men die seeking, Aegon.
Is Christian about to die? It's a huge building, isn't it?
I have no wish to rule, no taste for duty. I'm not suited.
You'll get no argument from me.
I was going to say.
We've relied on one another these many years, and now it is the good of the family that we
No,
both
you've
desire.
been using her all these years.
You look so much like your mother in certain lights.
I would have rolled my eyes too.
That your father, the Hand, found Aegon first.
Did he hire the White Worm to kidnap Aegon? Has he got a foot and leg fetish? Yep, he's got a fetish. Everybody waiting, huh? So with these spies, does that mean that Rhaenyra does know the truth by now? Well, we knew he was a dead man.
Where are we?
Just south of Kingsway. The Blackwater's this way.
Is he really helping her escape, or... I take it that's the princess's place?
Before they know you've gone.
Well, they know she's gone. It's not... He's not exactly covert. That crown was made quickly, wasn't it?
With his final breath, he whispered to me that you should take his place on the throne.
Yeah, he knows better. I'm assuming Rhaenyra is going to show up and say she objects or something to that effect on the back of her dragon. Are they going to spy her? Somebody going to pull her hood down? She sees a dragon. She smiled about something. I couldn't tell what she saw, though. Oh, she's heading into the chapel. Is she going to object? What is she going to do? They keep showing her. She turned around and came back to here. Now, I happened to see the other title. It's kind of hard to avoid because they're on the same screen. And the title of the final season, or episode, is The Black Queen. I wonder if Aegon is going to speak the truth when he gets up there, as soon as he's given a chance to speak.
May the crone lift her shining lamp and light his way to wisdom.
Was that 7? I know they said passed down.
Witness. Aegon Targaryen is the true heir to the Iron Throne.
But I thought each royalty, each king or queen, had their own crown because they were buried with their own crown in the real world. I don't know about this world, but they keep some real world elements while switching up others, so.
All hail his grace, Aegon,
His
second of his
cheek
name,
is twitching right
King
there.
of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men.
Folks aren't very happy. They would have been shouting before that otherwise. They wouldn't have had to have been prompted. Well, he seems to be embracing it. I was waiting for a dragon. Oh, is that the dragon from underneath? Is that why she paused and looked? But that was the skull, not the dragon itself. We're killing innocent people. I couldn't tell if she was on it, but yeah, she is. Trying to lock everybody in, and he's trying to keep everybody from being killed. Is Alicent about to die? I'm not worried about Aegon. It's got Targaryen blood. She thought she was dead. It scooped its wings just in time to get out those doors. So was it a dragon that they were holding captive or something? Or was it her dragon all along that was being held underneath the castle or something? The Dragon's Keep is outside of the castle though, so I don't think it was that. But in Game of Thrones, when they had all of their when they were meeting, the couple of times they met, it was in the Dragon's Keep, coming out through the tunnels. So maybe it's beside the castle or something, and kept in the tunnels underneath, maybe, because they were also going down. The boys were going down that area in order to claim their dragon as well. Well, the one went down there to try to claim a dragon, but I think he got scared. So I know I talked through the whole ending credits there. I was trying to reason things out in my head of stuff I knew and trying to make sense of what happened. So yeah, I think that is her dragon that just happened to be. She knew he was being held down there because that's where they keep all the dragons. And so when she slipped away, she was heading down to get him. And rather than going outside and trying to get in, she just came up through the floor with him. I think that's how it all went down. So the whole episode was focused on Aegon and everything, how he doesn't want to be king, he doesn't want to do this, doesn't want to do that. He's forced to do it. Alicent is saying one thing, not wanting. She's upset about them planning this the whole time behind her back, but at the same time, she's embracing it. She's wanting to keep Rhaenyra alive, but that's not going to happen either, or at least that's not what they're going to attempt to happen. Like I said, it's hard to miss the titles because they put them up together. So I know the next episode is called The Black Queen. So I'm guessing she becomes queen after getting soot all over her, and maybe she gets soot all over her because something burns. I don't know. We'll have to watch it and see. Aegon seemed to embrace it, but I was hoping once he gets the chance to actually speak, he'll abdicate the throne and say that it belongs to Rhaenyra. Or he might say it should go to his brother. He might say that. But either way, I think he'll say something. I think the people were all clapping and cheering there at the end because that's what's expected of them. But if they were truly excited about all of this to begin with, I would have thought they would have cheered and clapped a lot sooner without being prompted. I don't know. That might be my wishful thinking. Those are my immediate thoughts. Next episode, I'm assuming, is Rhaenyra and Daemon finding out and the battle over the throne. And it's called The Black Queen. So either Rhaenyra becomes queen after burning something to the ground, or it could be the lady there at the end, I forget her name, the princess, burns something to the ground and she becomes queen. But I don't think she'll do that. I think there was plenty of chance for her to fight for it, and she didn't take it all those years. So why start now? But I do think the way everything was handled, she doesn't agree with that, and so therefore I think she's going to side with Rhaenyra. And that might be where she's flying off to, is to let Rhaenyra and Daemon know what happened. So, okay, that's it for that one. We will go ahead and watch the next episode, but for you all, you'll have to wait. So, thank you for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.